we go. Of course, I'm just learning to use Periscope, so thank you for bearing with me. But I wrote a blog post earlier this week that I felt it was necessary to expound upon. It's about taking your rightful place at the King's table. Too many of us, we have this awesome idea, this awesome opportunity. We're all excited about having a launch, going forward, having a new start. We got this great vision. But somewhere along the way, we lose momentum. Too many of us, when it's mediocre, when it's on a certain level, we're fine with that. We're fine at just starting. Sometimes we're fine with, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this. And we're all excited, rah, rah, rah. But when doors really start to open, and when it's not one door, when it's not just one opportunity, when those things that we have repeatedly prayed over, we've repeatedly dreamed about, we've repeatedly asked for, and then they happen, we start to get scared. We start to get frightful. We start to doubt ourselves. And the more we launch forward, the more we move out, the more we find that the playing field is either plentiful or it's kind of small. And I'll explain, actually it's both. You'll find so many people that are doing the things you dream of doing. But what you'll find is less and less people who look like you and are taking that same journey along with you and are willing to help you. So we get scared. We start doubting. We start wondering, do we have the right to go ahead and do this? Do we have permission? And then, doubt sets in. Every time you try to do something, every time you try to move forward, there's that voice inside you that says, are you sure you can do that? Are you sure you really want to do that? Are you sure you're even capable of doing that? Maybe you bit off a little bit more than you can chew. Maybe you need to rethink that. Maybe you need to slow it down a bit. I'm here to tell you, do not listen to that voice. One of the things I discovered as an abuse survivor is that as I continue to press forward with my vision and my dream and the purpose that I realize that God has put in me, that He's blessed me to have, there's a little apprehension that sets forward. There's that voice that, a lot of times you suffered from the abuser and you heard loud and clear. Maybe you're not worthy. Maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you're not smart enough. And I start doubting my own ability. And that's why it's so important for you to connect to your purpose in God and know what that is. Because when you know there is something that you were destined to do, when you know God has given you that special something that only you can do, then it doesn't matter the sleep you lose. It doesn't matter the certain things you have to invest. It doesn't even matter the times you have to walk that thing out alone. You will continue to press forward because it's your purpose, it's your vision, it's what you were designed to do. Until you actually fulfill that, nothing else will matter. So I guess that's my word for you today. Now, for more on the blog post, you can go to thejoyguru.net. You can read everything I said, because what was interesting about that blog post, and so many people kept messaging me about it, it was something that God gave me in my morning meditation. And the message was simple, that I am not Mephibosheth and David's not coming. I need to take my rightful place at the King's table. And that permission, that authority, I don't need it from anyone else. I don't need a special invitation. I just need to walk in the authority that God gave me. And what I want you to know is God gave you that authority the day you were born. Actually, you had that authority before you were even conceived and thought of. Too many of us are waiting for someone else to give us an invitation. We're waiting for some permission from someone, when what we really need to do is walk in the God-given authority that we already have. We don't need to depend on anybody else to do it. We don't need to depend on anybody else to open that door. We just need to walk through it. So if you have a vision and you've connected to your God-given purpose, it's time for you to launch out and walk forward. And you know what? Many might say, why? Why is that important? Well, the reason is, and it's something that I'm often told repeatedly, which gives me the motivation to keep moving and pressing on. There's someone waiting out there for what you have. Every experience you've been through, every failure, every defeat, even if it's something horrific like an abusive relationship, or maybe you suffered through a childhood abuse or painful experience, someone else suffered as well. They're not doing as well as you are, even in your weakest moment. So they're looking for someone like you to share how you made it through and how you keep going from day to day. There is something unique that you were designed to do, and there is a message that you must deliver, and you will not be able to press forward until you do. So keep going, keep striving, keep pushing, because somebody else's life is depending on it. Remember, for these and other inspirations, join me at thejoyguru.net. And that has all my information on my Facebook page, my Instagram account, Twitter, now Periscope, and anything else that I'm connected to. God bless.